Listening to that. Hi there. Thanks for joining me. My name is Maria. For those of you who've just subscribed and new to the channel, thank you so much. I hope you'll stick around to the end. I've got a great recipe in store. I got some chorizo that's been minced, some rice, some beans. Believe me, you're gonna love it. Let's get busy. To my ears. Woohoo! Let's just call this Maria's take on Mediterranean chorizo and rice dish. I don't have a particular name for it. I just make it. Been making this for years, and it's always nice to eat. It's flavorful and it's a meal. You don't need any side dishes for it, so I hope you enjoy it. Here are the ingredients we'll require for this recipe. I've gone ahead and chopped 1 carrot, finely chopped, 1 onion, 3 cloves of garlic, 1½ stalk celery, all chopped up, 1 can of diced tomato, half a can of red kidney beans, half a can of black beans. We're going to use 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. We have minced chorizo, olive oil, black pepper, oregano, smoked paprika, some chili powder, salt. I got the cayenne pepper out. I'm just going to use a little dash at the very end because my husband does not like spicy heat. And 2 cups of basmati rice. If you don't have basmati, you can use jasmine or a long parboiled rice will do. Just make sure you don't use sticky rice. We'll also need a frying pan, and we'll need 3 cups of chicken broth. A couple tablespoons of olive oil in our frying pan. First thing we'll do, get that going. We'll need 3 cloves of garlic pressed, and I'll add those in at the very end of, before we're done with the frying part. I guess I can go ahead and put the tablespoon of tomato paste in this. That's 1 tablespoon. Kitchen's gonna start smelling so good. I love frying onions. Some people don't like that smell, but oh, it smells so good. 1 medium-sized carrot diced. You can skip the carrots if you don't want to have carrots in this, and also the celery. Oops. Soften these vegetables. Smell good. You definitely don't want to brown this. You'll see when the onions start to become transparent. Let's give this a few minutes. Let's get our seasonings in there. We don't really need too much seasoning because the chorizo already has so much flavor, but I like to add a little extra. And when I cook, I usually cook by palm. My mom used to cook like this. Everything was a little bit of this, a little bit of that, with the shake of the palm or the wrist. That was smoked paprika, some oregano. Next, we'll add the minced chorizo, about 1.5 cups. This is the largest frying pan that I currently have in this kitchen, so it might be a challenge to get everything in there, but I'm gonna try. So the chorizo also has salt, so I'm gonna hold off on the salt for now. Another minute or so. The celery and the onions and carrots will sweeten this up. We'll wait till the very end, once everything is incorporated with the chicken stock. We'll taste it then for the salt. I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to make homemade chorizo, and sometimes he'd have It was kind of weird because I didn't understand as a child what was going on, but they used to smoke the sausages using a metal drum out in the backyard. It's pretty cool. Like when I think about it now, it's like, wow, that's a huge undertaking. Nowadays, you just go to the grocery store and chorizo sold everywhere. There's beef chorizo, there's pork chorizo, sometimes it's a mix of both. Believe it or not, we're going to take our 2 cups of basmati rice and we're going to actually toast it in with the same ingredients here in pan, which is the chorizo, the onions, the carrots, the celery, and the seasonings. That's 2 cups of basmati. I'm just going to toast it. Oh, it smells so good. It smells fragrant, nutty. I can smell some seasoning and I'm thinking it's coming from the chorizo. Yummy. So let's toast the rice for about 2 minutes. But you gotta keep stirring. And you don't want it burning. And take my garlic press, squeeze that goodness out of that clove, keep stirring, 1 more clove to go. Love this garlic press. You don't have to take the skins off your garlic. It does everything for you. As I said, my frying pan is not the biggest. I'm losing a little bit of the rice. Now, next step here, we're going to go ahead and add our diced tomatoes. Listen to that. Yummy! Music to my ears. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. Oh, good. Gently stir it up. That's lovely. So got the beans to put in here, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge to get everything in this frying pan, but I'm going for it. Not my first rodeo with this dish. Okay. Turn that right down. Add our kidney beans. That was half a can of kidney beans and black beans. Stir this all up. We're going to get our chicken broth, bring it to a boil. Colors and all. It's gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to transfer the chicken broth over to this burner. There we go. Let's put it to let's do it on high for now. We got to get this boiling first. Once it boils, I'm going to reduce it to a simmer, and then I'll throw in the rice. So at this point, we're just waiting for our chicken stock to come to a boil. Once it starts boiling, I'll reduce the heat. I'm going to take that frying pan with all that goodness and place it into the chicken stock. We're going to stir it and we're going to let it simmer for about 8 to 12 minutes. We'll cover it up and set it aside. And then we're ready for plating. I've gone ahead and placed the ingredients that were in the frying pan into our chicken broth. Once we start getting a boil, I'm going to turn down the heat to a simmer. We're going to cover it. right there. Oh, there it goes. It's starting to boil. I've got it on full heat. Okay, so now we're going to reduce it to a simmer. We just want it simmering for the next 8 to 12 minutes. I will check on it and stir it every few minutes because, you know, rice could be tricky that way with, especially basmati. Remember, we toasted it, we did not rinse it, so good to check on it every few minutes. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a lid on that and let it simmer for the next 8 to 12 minutes. All right, so it has almost, I don't want to say completely evaporated, all the liquid's completely evaporated. It's still a little wet. That's exactly what we want to see. Just give it a stir. That's exactly what we want. We're going to cover it, let it sit there for the next 10-15 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to go out to the garden, grab some fresh parsley. I've got my black olives, and I'll see you at plating. Here's my parsley garden. We've got a few things going on in this garden. I've got some mint, some hot chilies growing as well. They're not looking quite ready yet. And my mint. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab some fresh parsley for our rice topping. While I'm out here, might as well give you a view of this glorious ocean of ours. It's the Atlantic. And if you heard that, that's our cow next to us. There's cows, there's goats, chickens. All right, here we are. We're ready to eat. We've decided we're gonna have our dinner downstairs. This is Alan's territory. So anyway, it's such a beautiful day. Nice change from eating inside the house. We're kind of indoor outdoor. So we're gonna go ahead and dig into a delicious rice. Ooh, he's gonna have a beer.
Working in the garden, cutting wood all morning.
All right.
This
okay.
Is gonna be a meal that I'm looking forward to because I worked hard this morning.
We've got the parsley from the garden. Got some black olives. That obviously that's gonna be for me. Now, Alan likes bread with his meals, so he's just got 2 slices of just plain old white sliced bread. The thing I don't have, which I thought I had, I thought Alan had some down here in the kitchen down here, was the green olives, but that's okay. If we don't have it, that's fine. So let's dig in. You might want to stir it a little bit.
Oh, that's hot. I don't think it needs stirring. That's so hot. Look at the steam. Oh, spilled it all over. It smells good.
What you're smelling is the chorizo.
Yeah.
It's funny, because I minced it, you don't see the big chunks like you would typically do. I usually slice it, right? But this time I just went ahead and minced it. I think it's better minced. You can make this spicy as you want.
This is a lot of rice.
That's good. I used to fry an egg and just put an egg over it. You don't have to. I'm looking forward to it. And what about you, Alan? Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm famished. I've been working in the garden all morning, cleaning the pool, cutting wood, pulling weeds. I'm very hungry. That's not normal for me to have a beer, but today I'm having a beer.
It's one of those days.
Beautiful day, no complaints.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna have a little bit of pineapple drink juice, and so let's dig in. Cheers.
Cheers.
I've got my fresh parsley and black olives on my dish. Alan, of course, doesn't because
I'm gonna put some parsley.
he likes parsley, but he doesn't like black olives. Now, these olives are the Spanish olives, not the Greek olives.
Cheers, man. Cheers. Please subscribe, click the notification bell, leave a comment. We really like your comments. Thank you very much. Enjoy.
Bon appetit. We had a delicious dinner. I hope you guys will try that chorizo rice bean. recipe. And continue to enjoy this beautiful sunny day. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you may be. Take care.